I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually shocked by how Liverpool are moving in this transfer window. They're not playing any games, and I don't think I've ever seen them move this aggressive in the market. They've already signed Trent's replacement with Jeremy Frimpong. They're wrapping up the deal for Florian Wirtz, and now they found their new left back for the future in Milos Kerkez, the guy from Bournemouth, and he's a baller. And what's crazy is Bournemouth have had two defenders go on to better clubs this summer. Real Madrid signed Dean Howson, and now Liverpool are wrapping up the move for Kerkez. Now, I want to know what you think about this down below in the comment section. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Now, if you're a Liverpool fan, you got to be super happy because to have this kind of window so early on, right? To have these kind of signings come into your club after you've just won the Premier League. Like, this is how you show the fans that you're ambitious, that you're not content with just this one Prem. This is the move that you make when you want to win it again next season. And I gotta hold my hands up and say that I was wrong. I thought that FSG weren't gonna back Arne Slot like that. I believed that they were going to sign a couple of no-name players and then just try and go again next season. But they've proven, I think, almost everybody wrong in terms of what we thought they were going to do. Nobody saw this Florian Wirtz deal happening. And even though people knew that the club were interested in a guy like Milos Kerkez, I think we expected him to maybe go somewhere else because he is a very good player, right? He's one of those guys that are like a hybrid. He can play as a left back. He can also go into that midfield. He can overlap. He can invert. He can link up. He can put cross into the box. He can also shoot as well. He can defend very well in one-on-one situations. He's like a modern day fullback. And when you look at Liverpool's needs, Andy Robertson was definitely high on the list of players that needed to get replaced. And now you bring in Milos Kerkez, so you don't have to rely on Andy Robertson because that guy is washed. And the fact that they won the Premier League last season with him, you just got to give Arne Slot so much credit. And they're fully backing him this summer. I was one of those people that thought Liverpool were cooked. When Jurgen Klopp announced that he was leaving the club, I thought Liverpool were going to go back to being a team that finishes like 4th and 5th every season. I didn't expect Arne Slot to come in his first season and dominate the Prem like how he did. Like, to me, that's super impressive. And we got to give FSG credit because they're hiring the right managers. Jurgen Klopp was a legend, successful, won their first Premier League in 30 years, UCL, Club World Cup, all these things Liverpool did. Then Jurgen Klopp leaves. And then you bring in a guy from Holland who, let's be real, nobody really knew who Arne Slot was. And then he hits the ground running, and they didn't even back him last summer. So Liverpool have a lot of money that they can spend, and that's exactly what they're doing during this transfer window. Aside from Trent leaving, there's nothing that Liverpool fans can really be upset about. Like, look at how your club are operating. I know that this season, people say that the Premier League was pretty weak and, it wasn't as competitive as what, it usually is. But at the same time, Man City are going to be back. Look at the deals that they're making in the market, right? Arsenal are going to strengthen. Chelsea, they now have Champions League football. They're going to spend money. Newcastle, they have Champions League football as well, and they got those rich owners. So if Liverpool want to remain on top, this summer, they needed to spend the bread. And that's exactly what they've done. Milos Kerkez is a very good player. And I think he's going to upgrade this Liverpool back line. And if you think about it, he fits perfectly with how Arne Slot likes to play. And this Liverpool team is very dangerous. Like, you've just brought in Kerkez at left back. You got Frimpong at right back. You're getting Florian Wirtz. Your midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, who was one of the best DMs in the world last season. Alexis McAllister, who's an absolute baller. You got Mo Salah, who agreed on signing a new 2-year deal. Van Dijk signed a new 2-year deal. And I think Liverpool are not done. Expect them to go out there and get a striker. I think they're going to bring in another player. FSG, bro. Let me tell you something right now. Michael Edwards, fair play. Everybody said that he was the genius that was unspoken about, or not unspoken, but everybody gave Jurgen Klopp a lot of credit when he was there. But Michael Edwards, before he left Liverpool, he was the guy that brought in a lot of these players that helped Klopp win all these trophies. And then he ended up falling out with Klopp, leaves the club, comes back, and you see how they're moving this window. I did not see this coming at all. Liverpool have addressed all the areas that they needed to so far. Again, they still need a striker because you cannot rely on Mohamed Salah to keep putting up those kind of numbers that he did this past season, right? Now, you have Florian Wirtz in the midfield that's going to be able to help you create creatively. You got Jeremy Frimpong, who I don't view him as a right back. I think he's more of a right wing back, but he's also going to be able to help. And then Milos Kerkez at left back is going to help with your attack as well by overlapping and giving your left winger another option. And it's going to cause the defense some issues. It's going to be really interesting to see what Arne Slot does next season. But I believe that with the pieces that he's getting, as of right now, Liverpool, in my opinion, are the favorites for the Premier League. And I didn't think, again, they were going to have such a big window early on. And what's crazy is they're working on all these deals at the same time. It's not like they're just doing one player. Okay, now let's look for the next player. Okay, now let's... No. They're doing all these different things at the same exact time. They are trying to bring these players in very early so that Slot can get them and embed them into this Liverpool system. But things are looking really good for them. Milos Kerkez, fantastic signing. Cooked at Bournemouth, deserved this move. I think this is going to cost around £42 million. It's a good price. In an overinflated market like this, that's actually good value for money that you're getting with this player. So, like I said, man, talk to me about Liverpool and what you guys think about this signing. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications.